We have a saying around here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no brains, no headache.
Well, hello, boys.
What's up? What's up?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Drink. I'm actually empty.
Episode 219, No Brains, No Headache podcast. Getting it started off in a well-crowded studio here. Matt and myself, we got a couple guests in studio, but we got a doozy for an episode for you guys today because we have such wonderful people here to see us in Bismarck. So welcome to Bismarck, fellas.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for letting us be in Bismarck, fellas. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us in Bismarck.
Yeah.
You guys aren't going to ask for gas money, are you?
No.
I actually thought I was being paid for this appearance. I was told by a fellow farmer comic that I would be paid and compensated well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it later, but...
What do you just said, like, well?
This is a few bucks.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be your host today, Jordan Weichel, co-host, longtime friend, fellow comedian, and confidant. That's Matt Cleary. We got recurring guests Blaise Kautzman and Josh Dullea. So welcome, guys, to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Yet another episode. You were just saying we're going for over 4 years now. So
Crazy,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah,
It's
like-
nuts.
What's another thing that you've done for 4 years?
literally nothing.
Masturbate?
Yeah, I bet you guys.
4 years. That's some type of Guinness record. The Guinness record of masturbation.
Yeah, like a nice 4-year edge. you,
Fucking water park.
you guys should say fuck the comedy and just try to set the world record for the edge.
Yeah.
Just
See
a
how long.
soggy edge.
Does it count as an edge if you lose your erection? You know, like for it to be proper edging, right? You have to be hard the whole time, right?
You'd think so. Otherwise, I'm guessing that you came already.
Right.
Matt's just boofing Blue Chews just the whole time.
He could eat them. There's no reason why he can't. He's just choosing.
Boof chew.
Yeah.
I just let it dissolve in the coffee before I fucking mainline that up my poop.
That's amazing.
Well, this is going to be a ridiculous episode, and I'm psyched up for it.
Hot start.
But we got a lot to talk about. You guys are in town for a comedy show.
Yeah. Again, thank you guys for that
thank
too.
Well, that's kind of part of what we do. It turns out Matt and I aren't that entertaining, so we kind of have to
Oh.
bring other people in.
I don't believe that.
You don't buy that? No.
No.
Just wait until you.
I'll find out. I've not seen you guys.
I know nothing about you.
Just wait till I fumble fuck over my words.
Yeah.
I might too. It's me worse if I do.
I'm gonna edge for this whole rest of this time. So.
He's just going to be in the green room staring at little speaker box like, who are these people?
Blaise left.
Yeah. I leave Josh alone.
Yeah, just got so uncomfortable. He's just like, I'll hitchhike home.
I mean, it's really on Blaise anyway for me. And if Blaise does bad, then I'm fucked, kind of.
Yeah. You just wait till I bomb.
I need
and then
Blaise to
bring
do it. You
Josh
guys
up.
can do bad as long as Blaise fixes
That's
it.
what I do. Like every open mic night, I usually open up and just suck. And then it's like, everyone's like, ah, cool. I can do this.
Matt he's just got some thick skin over here because it is just like people are still getting settled in and used to it, and he gladly just hops on that grenade for us.
So you're like hosting, you mean?
No, I like.
Okay, I host technically, but
So how?
then
So you
he's
do
always-
good, and then he goes and bombs. How does that
I'm
happen?
the best at this.
No, I go up and I get the crowd a little under control, and they're like, "Oh, somebody is speaking into a microphone. Maybe
Sure.
we should shut up now."
Okay.
And so I kind of get them to bring their level down, and then all the attention goes to Matt. And they're
Gotcha.
like, this is comedy. I think we have a different definition of
I opened
comedy.
up with like I was gonna fuck a rhino last week and just complete silence.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a strong opener. I know a couple rhinos you could fuck.
Yeah, dude.
What's in the water out east, man? You guys are from Fargo all the way to Bismarck today.
I do have kind of a bone, but like, do you ever like? Do you guys know like the historically why you're the fucking capital?
Because we're in the middle.
Is that all it
think
is?
so.
It's just geographic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they gave us when they like opened up Bismarck and like North Dakota as like a territory. They were like, okay, we can put the University of North Dakota in Bismarck, or if you guys want, you can have the prison. We're like, we'll take the prison.
That's awesome, dude.
You're like,
the
that's
worst.
actually the whole town.
Yeah.
Like, it's a prison to live
Yeah.
here.
Now we have a junior college and then a fake college. So
Sure.
it's like,
that Matt attended.
yeah.
Wait, which one did you go to?
You marry?
Oh, nice. Did you ever play in the softball tournament there?
No.
Dude, they used to have They used to have like a softball tournament at UMary that was notoriously like the drunkest softball tournament out there.
I was like the worst student of all time. Like, would be like, hey, or like engaging with other people. Be like, hey, we're gonna go watch the volleyball team, and I was like, we have a volleyball team.
No one has ever spoke those words.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was pretty gay, but
Sounds like you're having a really gay time, dude.
Like, is it men's volleyball? Because then I'm game.
yeah,
So UND could have been in Bismarck?
Yeah,
That would have been sick.
yeah, it'd have been awesome. But they wouldn't have the hockey team though, because they wouldn't be close to.
Oh, I
Minnesota.
see.
I wonder about that.
Gotcha. Minnesota and
It
Canada.
probably wouldn't
Canada.
be what it
Yeah.
is now.
Because there's like Grand Forks hockey, and then 50 feet of shit, and then everyone else.
Right, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Grand
Okay.
Forks people have like a hoity-toityness about them.
For sure. They're a lot different breed, and they're like, well, we can skate good.
Well, and everyone that goes to their college is like a lawyer or a doctor.
Dude, Grand
Like, they
Forks
go to
is
do-
a fucking shithole. Why are they proud of that place? It sucks.
No, just like all the kids that like you party with and stuff there. Like,
They're like Red Pepper. That also sucks.
Red Pepper is the most overrated
Yeah.
thing.
Red Pepper sucks.
Dude, I went to UND.
People are always like, really? You suck.
You're a fucking idiot, dude. I'm leaving this podcast. That's how much I hate UND. No, I don't hate UND.
Josh,
but
did you graduate from NDSU?
I did, yeah.
Oh, damn. I was going to be like, I thought you were going to be like, no.
And then you're going to call me retarded or what?
Yes.
Hey, you don't stick up for your friend.
Did you
make fun
did you
of him
graduate
with
from
us.
UND?
I did.
What did you do? What did you do?
Business administration,
Okay.
marketing, basic as can be.
Do you use it?
Yeah, I mean, we're marketing the show that we're all in.
I
tonight,
guess.
so-
Yeah, that's true. Good call. Good call. Okay. That's cool.
So a little bit. But
Yeah, so you actually
pretty much all stuff that you could probably figure out self-taught is what I went to school
Yeah,
for.
dude.
Yeah, I guess, but it probably helped a
The
little
only
bit.
things you need to go to college for are to be like a doctor
Yeah.
or, I mean, go represent yourself in court
sex
too.
with young, beautiful women.
Do you ever?
Yeah, you need to learn how to do that in college.
Yeah, I didn't.
I have a class for that?
Yeah, dude. Exactly. It's called fucking women and gender studies. It's like, oh yeah, you can ride my dick so hard. You're so strong, dude. You're a strong bitch, dude. Get out there. Let's see how strong you are, dude. Break this thing off, dude. That's all I got pussy in college. I don't know what you guys did.
Yeah, I want it broken off. That's where you always go, the gender studies. You're like, are you a man or a woman today?
Like, I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah. Ride my dick and find out.
I thought you were just talking about staring in the mirror at the beginning of the day. Are you a man or are you a woman today?
We all do have to make that choice at some point in the day. At some point, you can.
My morning routine, looking in the mirror, it's like, fuck, here we go again.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like, is today the day that I just finally blow my head off?
In a bathroom with the lights burned out, you haven't replaced it.
I've been so shitty of a homeowner. Like, literally, if my light burns out in my bathroom, I just take it from the other side that I never turn on and put it over there.
I don't think that's shit. I think that's smart as fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
That's wise. And you didn't graduate college?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I just didn't really go to it. Like, the little I tried and graduated in 4 years is just staggering.
Yeah, it took me 5.5.
Yeah.
myself.
And you don't have that light bulb knowledge that he has.
No, I got no lights.
Josh is buying new light bulbs every time, like an idiot.
I used all mine for meth, but
How would you kill
I didn't even know it was for light. I was like, I think you just get high with these.
It's like everything gets a little lighter.
Did you guys know
this
that
is bright.
spoons people eat with?
Exactly. What'd you go to college for?
Business.
You guys are both as business guys?
Yeah.
What did you go to college for?
Dude, I don't even want to tell you.
Okay.
Because you guys did you guys.
Is it gender studies?
Yeah, dude, I got tons of pussy, dude. Are you gonna make fun of me for that?
He studied
Josh is gonna be like-
agender.
Pre-med.
No. I was gonna be an English teacher, and then I got so deep in, then I had like an actual anxiety attack about like, whoa, I'm gonna have to like be in front of kids. And you know me, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
It's like, I don't think I could be in front of people and talk. It's like fucking great because you do it every
Josh
time.
is like, I can't be
the setting. It's like, am I going to become like a loser teacher person? Like
Yeah.
have that like, you know, like it's like I was like somewhere I'm like, dude, there's no way. So then I just like lopped that off and just kept the English.
Right.
I have an English degree from NDSU that I got in 5.5 years, dude. It's bad. It's not good.
That's it's got to be some kind of record for like.
Yeah, for being a complete piece of
Yeah.
shit. Like the most retarded guy ever. And the thing about the farmers' kids that go there, I'm more retarded than them. I mean,
They're making a lot more money.
yeah, well, the government just hands it to them. But
That is
whatever.
true, yep.
Well, you join an elite list of guests on the show, past guests. So I think we just leveled up with Josh with his English degree.
Is this the worst you've heard?
Yeah, I don't know what
No, we
what
interviewed
epsilon is that
one-
in?
We interviewed that one guy with no legs or arms.
He was definitely the dumbest.
That guy had a PhD.
That guy was so dumb, he was only a torso. Like, what?
Moonlights as a traffic cone. So.
Yeah, that's not great. But yeah, I got tons of pussies.
Man, having no legs or arms
Can
would
you
suck.
get Josh another?
I'm pretending to drink it now because I'm nervous. Not a beer because I'm gonna be good till after the show. I'm gonna get annihilated with you boys tonight. By the way, I'm very
Yeah.
The berry one's good.
berry. Okay, I'll take the berry.
Have you guys got drunk with Josh
Thanks,
before?
buddy.
Kind of like so. I went to you guys did that show at Tap In and Josh was there, and
I was already.
yeah, but you were like just full on golden retriever, like walking around. You're like, oh, I'll be right back.
I was on a lot of cocaine.
That was a cocaine weekend. That was
one of the sets was like, that went pretty good considering I'm on 15
You
beers.
had you dialogue with a guy that had a learning disability who was in the front row of that for like a good 10 minutes. It was really funny.
Yeah, I remember that.
But like,
I remember people liking it and being like, this is a big risk.
Yeah.
This could go bad. They're like, he has a speech, but it's like, why do I know this fucking guy has a speech impediment? I don't know this idiot. You know? Like,
he can't even talk, fucking retard.
what is he, my son? I don't know this fucking guy. Sorry that he can't talk good. I clearly can. Let's get on with the jokes. I'm just kidding. All right.
It's like English major here. I don't know how to speak well.
5.5 years, NDSU.
I speak good.
but I was like, you were like, oh, 1 sec, I gotta go say hi to this guy, and you come back like 15 minutes later, like. Yeah, I didn't know that guy.
I made friends.
It was someone else. Like, I gotta go say hi to my friend, and you're like, it wasn't him.
I made friends with every single person in that bar. At one point, I remember I was like holding court out on the deck. I was like, "You gonna fuck this guy tonight or what?" She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "You guys should fuck, dude. Definitely, dude, give him some pussy." Like, I just had no idea who these people were. Didn't even know their names. I'm like, "Oh yeah, fuck this guy. Do it."
Josh held court a lot that weekend because we did a show for the National Guard the night before.
Oh, didn't you knock over like the entire like
Oh,
memorial?
I
of
did.
the-
Oh, you should probably tell this
Oh
story.
yeah, I don't. So we were doing a corporate gig for like the National Guards, one of their like offshoots or whatever.
One of their units.
That's what it's called.
It was also full of people that had disabilities.
Yeah, a lot of torsos.
Yeah, a lot of torsos there. Apparently, somebody killed themselves that week in that troop,
Nice.
and there was
Very cool, very good movie.
yeah, moving along, very nice. so,
I was kind of just I was bouncing off.
yeah,
it. Keep going.
So they have a memorial up there, and it's just a flag. It's just a folded flag and a rose. Like there's nothing that says anything about the guy, and they pointed up where we're supposed to stand. And I'm like, okay, we'll go stand there. So I opened up. I'm doing 15. At like 13 minutes in, I just wave my hand over and knock over this table. and then the people like immediately before the flower hit the ground, we're already up there like picking it up. And I'm like, it's fine, guys. I'm like, these guys might want to put their notes up here. Just leave the table. And they're giving me this. And I'm like, what's the big deal? They're like, this is for like a fallen soldier this week. And I was like, oh. And then Dave, our little brown friend, after that, like he's coming up after me. So I'm like, there's no recovering from this. We call them the All-Americans. I'm like, well, I bombed harder than the Gaza Strip. Got nothing. And then I go, well, now's the All-American David Standel. And then just bring up a little brown guy. They also said, don't make any gay jokes. Then after I knock over the table, Josh goes up and starts doing crowd work. He's like, you two together? And this couple's like, no. They're like, we're together. And it points to another guy. He goes, oh, fuck. Gays, huh? 2024.
I was like, I asked, you told. All right.
So we broke the rules.
We broke the rules. And then, yeah, obviously we're supposed to talk about suicide. And then Aiden, we were with Aiden McCluskey. And obviously Aiden, it's like, he cannot help but veer into the darkest shit.
If you tell me not to do something,
Yeah.
come on. That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah, because then
It's
Aiden-
tough.
Yeah, because
It's tough.
yeah, he said something like, "Well, what? I should just kill myself." On, I'm like, "We broke every rule we're supposed to."
Yeah.
we will not be invited back.
Aiden got off stage and was like, "Get the money right away." I was like, "Okay." They tipped us well too.
It was actually like the show was like fun. Like I would have not expected it. I didn't know what to expect, I guess.
I've heard corporate events are like pretty like either they're awesome.
Yeah.
Or just
Sometime,
the worst
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
This
Sometimes
one,
people
though-
are blowing off steam.
It wasn't-
So you're like,
Right,
They were
it wasn't
blowing off
bad.
heads there.
All right.
those two dudes were blowing each other.
That was me and Josh.
Yeah.
And Josh was doing blows.
On blowing.
A lot of blow that weekend.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but I think because they're soldiers, I think like they're used to having to like be at attention at least. So like it wasn't like I don't think anyone like crushed, but they were at least like respectful the entire time. And then afterwards, like in the bar with them, like playing blackjack and stuff, that was like the most fun.
Yeah.
Then I was like actually making them laugh hard and like fucking around with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Why weren't you just funny on stage?" Like, "Cause you said I couldn't talk about being gay and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my fault."
So many rules.
Yeah, that was like a fun show because they were ready for it. But yeah, Josh was around the blackjack table just freaking losing all of his money
So
and
much
his
money.
house. And like, I went up, handed him his pay for that night, and he's like, "Why would you give me this at the blackjack table?" And just immediately turns around, hands it to him. They're like, 20. He's like, "Awesome." 21. Shit. He's like,
Yeah.
Need more money. He looked over at people in the National Guard and was just like, "You give me $20." And they did it multiple times.
I feel like if you're awkward enough, they'll just give it to you.
Yeah, I think they felt bad.
He
for
wasn't
me.
even awkward, dude. He was holding. He honestly was getting another crowd around him at the blackjack table and just holding court, talking to him.
Josh would be like,
insane.
"Hey, I'll be
Well-
right back." Just tap someone on the shoulder. "Hey, do you mind if I
Yeah.
get like $130 from you?"
Exactly.
It's not too much trouble.
I don't think it's a great thing to hear as a comedian. Why weren't you this funny on stage?
Oh yeah, I don't think they said that because that was a good show. We actually had that.
No, it was fine.
Yeah.
I just don't think it was like we crushed.
No, 'cause-
They laughed and they were attentive and it was like it wasn't a fucking horrible. It wasn't like did I like crush? No,
No,
I think that's what
yeah.
you're saying. And I also think I was saying crazy shit
Oh yeah.
at the blackjack, like talking to them like I normally would talk. I was saying wild stuff that I
Yeah.
was not saying on stage. He's like, "Why didn't you say that on stage?"
Just normal English.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like because only you would have liked that on stage and your fucking corporal would be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what Josh would have said to the kids in the English room.
Yeah, you would have been fired so.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I realized that I literally had a panic attack. Like a life-changing like panic attack.
I could see you like getting into substitute teaching and then like watching School of Rock, and you're like, "I think I could actually do this." With these kids.
He just brings his xylophone in.
Goes to a thrift store and like buys every instrument.
Yeah.
Like, none of them mesh together. He's like, "All right, we got 2 trombones, a trumpet, a guitar that has no strings, and some bongos."
Yeah, and also I am not musically gifted. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's do it.
We have like half those instruments in our closet, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
he's actually just naming things sitting over there.
Why are we talking? Let's make a band, dude.
I would never play any music at all. And like a couple Christmas ago, like in my stocking, my mom got me a harmonica. She was like, "I thought you'd like it," and I was like, "What have I ever done in my life?"
He could be Red Traveler.
Also, it's a weird that like to be the only instrument you have is a harmonica. Like, what are you gonna do?
I have
Ride
a
a train?
They're like, we also got you a knapsack.
You piece of shit.
I asked,
Get out of our house.
"Well, what do you ask for Christmas?" I'm at the point where I ask for stuff that like I need around the house. Like, I broke my broom and dust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Have you
Yeah,
ever got-
something cheap. And
Have you ever got anything that you asked for Christmas when you were a kid? Now kids get stuff that they ask for Christmas. I don't think I ever got one thing that I specifically asked for. My parents would just buy me, I don't know, a snowsuit or
Like,
something.
we
and I'd
can't
be like,
get
this
you
isn't.
Pamela Anderson. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
Dear Santa, I've been a really good boy this year. Just shows you setting the neighbor's house on fire.
Yeah.
That is true. The last time you were on the podcast, we talked about the lovely town of Mott, North Dakota, where you're from. And
You been to Mott?
Dude, I've been to Mott now because we went and did the Headinger County
Headinger
Fair.
County Fair.
But honestly, Mott was cool and I liked it. But we drove through Regent. We spent a very small. Regent's fucked up.
Did
dude.
you stay in that castle?
No, but I saw the
stopped there
castle. The
for a
whole
second.
town is so fucking weird. And you just take the Enchanted Highway or whatever it's called. That's called.
Yeah.
And you go fucking. So the whole thing, you're like already like in some strange land, and then you get there like this is a small town in North Dakota. Why is it so fucking? Everything about it was strange. I thought, you know?
Dude, that's why he made it, to bring people there to be weird.
Yeah.
So I
Which- it is wild.
with the Enchanted Highway when I was like 10. we went to that pheasant one that's right on the interstate.
Oh yeah, I used to
And
climb on top of that.
Yeah, and I opened the door and all of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards flew out like in a windstorm, just gone. And I was like, I'm never coming back here. So if you find any Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Western North Dakota, hit me up.
Dude, my buddies one time in high school went and stole all the money out of the donation boxes there. And then by the time they got back to the house, his dad was like, so I heard some money was missing from the donation
travels
boxes.
fast.
And he was like, my buddy called me and he's like, dude, we stole money from the donation boxes 20 minutes ago and my dad already knew about it. And I was like, that's insane.
Trail camera out there or something?
I don't know. And they have no relation to the Enchanted Highway.
There's a donation box?
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to know how to break into them.
If the show doesn't go well tonight, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
I'm going to head west for about 2 to 3 hours.
I'll take whatever I can get, man.
We used to climb on top. Yeah, you'd just like climb up the pole that holds up the pheasant's back feather and then just pull yourself up, hang on top of those big pheasants.
We didn't do any climbing over there. I will say though, I was doing mushrooms. Like right when we hit the, was it the fish?
The fish
is
one's probably the best
That
one.
was actually like looks good.
Yeah.
I remember there's like a giant pitchfork that I climbed up when I was a
Okay.
kid.
Well, yeah, because that was the original one, like the Tin Family.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when Gary Greff was on, he was on Craig Ferguson. The guy who made the Enchanted Highway was on Craig Ferguson because it's like the largest metal scrap metal sculptures. Holy shit. I should have gone to Josh's classes.
Yeah.
Dude, the largest scrap metal sculptures in the world. They have the record for that. And so he was on Craig Ferguson talking about it or whatever, and Craig Ferguson made him look like an idiot. It was like,
It's probably not hard to do.
oh no, because he was like,
Oh, a guy from Regent? Yeah.
Yeah. Whose full-time job is making metal stuff?
the guy was like,
that guy's a fucking dolt.
the guy, dude, the guy was like 50. The guy was like 50 at the time. And he was like, yeah, I live with my mom. I make like 13 grand a year. And like Craig Ferguson's like, I don't know if this is sad.
Who's this
or cool.
maniac
And then
ever on fucking
he's like,
national television?
Yeah, and then he goes, so what's next? And Gary Greff was like, well, I think, we're just gonna, maybe we'll have a kid live inside the head of the Tin Family. And Craig Ferguson's just like, no, that's very illegal. It was like, just didn't go with it at all.
Just like stopped. Yes,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's got enough of this.
No, yeah.
I think 13 grand in Regent, though, is...
It's probably not bad.
Yeah, it's
He's actually like, I own the town.
Yeah, you can have a few enchanted nights in the Enchanted Castle with 13 grand.
Yeah.
What do? I put on a free statue that you can just drive around to. So it's like, how do you make money? Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, he must have got a grant or like, how are you even allowed to
He gets grants, but he's also a farmer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's
Yeah.
a farmer.
The donation box.
Yeah.
I guess the donation box until Blaise is
DB,
dirtbag friend.
I didn't do that. I wasn't.
Do you steal from churches too? You fucking
I would
piece
just say
of shit.
I have never not taken
Just
money
dumping
from a
the offering
collection
down your
box.
pants like fucking
Down my
Robin Hood
pants.
style.
It just shakes out as I go by. Like, who took that? Definitely
Yeah,
not the
dude.
guy trailing change.
You ever seen someone at church when they have the donation basket where they make change?
Oh,
Oh my god! No
Take
way!
a 10 out.
Who did that?
Oh, I've seen it.
I think you're
before.
talking about a synagogue.
That was. Only took us 23
All right,
minutes.
synagogue joke for tonight.
Yeah.
That's actually why I invited you guys to come do the podcast.
Just need some material?
So I get some material.
You guys can have
Honestly, I don't think they have collection baskets at synagogues for that reason.
Yeah, they know.
I think people just give them money like
I just
That's fine because they're all Jewish. They can be racist
Yeah.
to each other. It's fine. You know.
Well, actually, I'll probably tell this joke tonight, but I have this idea for Uber, but it's called Juber. And you get picked up and they do your taxes. And and the tagline for the company is "And Frank you for choosing Juber."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
They get
actually
out-
the most expensive tax service you can.
Yeah, you actually get Jude pretty bad on it.
They don't drive you anywhere. They just stand. They shut the car off. So they don't
Yeah, exactly.
they give you a circumcision while they're doing your taxes.
You drink
We got a boil in the back too, bud.
Yeah, you drink sacramental wine and
The old 2-for-1, just everyone's time is valuable.
that's
so
true. Yes,
The tax/circumcision deal is rare to come
not
by.
bad.
That is true. That's actually one of the best deals you can get.
Speaking of deals, do you guys have any like crazy bar deals that like? Because when I was like in college, we had like pay the day where it's
Pay the day at the OB and
yeah. There's some.
What does that mean?
It's
whatever day it is, that's how many is like. It'd be like on the first Friday of the month, or I think it's every Friday. Just like pay the day, so whatever day of the month it is, that's how many cents your beer was. So like if it landed on the first, it'd be penny beers, and there'd be so many degenerate college kids that would go in there with change and not even tip them. They'd be like, here's 25 cents. Can I get 24 back? Like, it was insane.
Can I get 25 beers?
Yeah.
Well, the worst part about like pay the day was if it was like the 25th, there would be significantly less people there. At the end of the month, it's like, I'm not going to spend a quarter for
that was really funny. Dude. What do you think? I'm rich?
Yeah. I mean, and the bar that we had pay the day always had this really long parking lot, and I would walk home, and I would always think it'd be like the biggest shortcut ever. And I'd get to the end of the parking lot, and there was like this jagged path down, and then like a retaining wall. And every single time I'd get to the top of it and fall down the hill. And
oh, that was Bucks.
Yeah.
There was a Bucks in Bismarck.
Oh, dude, it was the best Bucks.
I mean, I've never been to the one in Fargo, but I know like
Bucks in Bismarck was awesome. That thing was still hopping until it closed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like up until the day.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, they strategically put ground rounds beside them too, both in Fargo and
that is true.
And here. So it was like you'd go do $1 Long Island iced teas at ground round, and then you'd walk over to pay the day, and you would just get fucking wrecked.
I blacked out. How much did you spend last night? $4.
Hit on some native chicks.
I just stopped at the liquor store. Fuck.
It's crazy. I remember like in high school, it'd be like $20 would get you like a, and that included a tip.
Yeah,
I know, dude.
Yeah, for your buyer because you're underage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The homeless guy that would have to buy me booze.
Did you guys have like a person that would consistently always buy you booze?
My older siblings.
Oh yeah, I never had that.
Dude, we had our buddy Luke would just. There's like one gay guy in town that was like an older gay guy.
So Blaise would suck his dick for a 12-pack.
Well, what we would do is
I know where this is going.
He took a liking.
Fuck him in the ass for a case. Just escalating, you know.
Are you just describing the pervert from Family Guy?
Kinda. But our buddy Luke
I
would
think this is a made-up story.
Dude, our buddy Luke would just like go hit on that guy and ride around town with him for a while,
Yeah,
and then
I'm
the
sure
guy
I thought it was happening.
Then the guy would go like buy booze, and Luke would be like, "See you later," and then he'd just come back and be like, "Here's the Miller High Life, guys."
I think you've told the story. I think your buddy he had to been doing something.
I'll call him and ask.
How many times? I know like this guy could be like a dumb like gay pedophile or whatever, but like how dumb could he be that he gets tricked?
I don't know, man.
Every single time.
He just kept being horny.
He must be getting something out of it.
I don't know. I think maybe he just wanted someone to talk to.
I can't imagine that if you're an old gay guy in a town like that's tiny, you don't probably have a ton of friends.
Yeah. I think that's it. He was just like,
most of your friends are
besides
16 and below.
So he could just like use that conversation and it's mine.
Yeah, then he'd probably just be thinking maybe he touched himself while my friend watched. Who knows? But
it was worth it for that bottle of Kinky.
Yeah, I'll take some 99 bananas and fentanyl.
It's like a shooter. It's like that was worth it.
Yeah. He's like, do you need some Viagra?
It was back in the day when Four Locos were like killing people.
Oh yeah,
Four Locos were
the
awesome.
original recipe of Four Locos.
Dude, my buddy bought a whole pellet of Four Locos when they heard the original recipe was going away. And then like 3 years ago at the Wiffle Ball World Series, he's like, I got 5 left. Like, we're drinking them today. And boy, were they gross.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I remember.
They're gross and they're fresh.
Yeah, exactly. And this had to have been 10 years later.
Crazy, dude. It's like the peaches from Holes.
They use the old peaches to clear up shoe smell.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just because it smelled shittier than the shoes.
Yeah,
smell.
exactly.
You can barely smell it. It just smells like fucking diarrhea.
Yeah, there were a lot of plot, dare I say it, holes in that one.
Oh man.
Nailed it.
I mean, that's the best comedy you're going to hear tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think the cast of Holes is up to nowadays?
Yeah, what's that? I remember the fucking Shia LaBeouf. He's good.
I bet the fat guy Theodore. I bet he lost a lot of weight.
Fuck, I don't even remember. I wish I remember this
He's
movie
the rapper.
better. Okay, sure. Was he white?
You remember the
I was
peaches.
gonna say
Yeah, you remember the peaches?
Yeah, I remember the peaches and the onions. Remember the onions on top of the fucking
Help
waterfall,
you
dude?
grow your fucking bald hair back.
Yeah, it was a bunch of bullshit, dude. I also remember that the lady in charge definitely wanted her to like dominate me. Dude, she was a mean bitch, but she was like kind of hot. She had that like Texas sensibility, you know?
Oh, dude.
Nail polish out of like rattle skate.
Dude.
that is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
dude.
and that movie wasn't like done in a time. It was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
But like, and that's the setting of it. And they were just like, satellites don't exist. We don't know what's out there. It's like, it's pretty easy to like in the early 2000s.
Oh, when they're looking for the treasure and
Yeah,
shit or
it's
whatever.
like-
Yeah, them the boys dig the holes. Yeah.
Or, or they're like, oh, they ran away. We don't have trucks. Can't go look for them.
yeah, it is
It's
weird.
like, you have a desert that has nothing on it. You could probably cover the ground in a truck. What they cover in like 2 weeks in
Right.
2
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, they needed to like change the setting.
Yeah.
Like for sure. Because the first scene they're like just in a city, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like a very normal, like modern
And
setting.
like Rick Fox plays a professional baseball player.
Oh really? Fuck, dude, I
Oh
don't remember
man,
anything.
Rick Fox. I completely
Yeah.
forgot about him.
Yeah, Matt's
What a
pretty well
beautiful
versed in
boy.
holes.
Yeah, little boys. Oh man.
Josh had to fight that temptation so he couldn't be a teacher.
That's I mean, yes, I did society a favor. You could say, you
It's
know?
like I would be touching those kids.
For legal reasons, I need all of my students to be over 18.
Yeah, exactly. Is this going to be a problem? I need seniors that were held back at some point or another.
I can only teach the second half of the year when a lot of them turn 18.
Yeah, do you think it's creepier if you're like you get into a job like that and you're like I want just the seniors, like, or is it creepier to be like I want them young? Like what's creepier if you're a teacher, you're going in like they give you like a preference?
I'm guessing that you'd go in as like you'd teach them as a freshman, so then they get a liking to you by the time they're seniors.
You're really scheming here, man. I'm trying to just go right in, get right out. You know?
You're basically just describing grooming.
Yeah, exactly.
Dimitri
That's
Martin,
what it is.
Dimitri Martin has this joke where he's like, it's fine to say like you like kids. It's when you get specific. That's when
Yeah.
it's like I like 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I
Probably
was,
shouldn't
you
be
know,
saying
whatever.
that a whole lot. You know?
Yeah.
taken out of context. I'll clip that up and post it myself.
That's good.
It's like, fuck. Who could have seen this one coming?
You're like, fuck, 12-year-olds.
We should all act appalled. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, gross.
Are you serious? You like
That is
12-year-olds?
Insane.
I'm fucking leaving this podcast again.
Yeah.
First UND, now this.
Josh has
We're
threatened to
out.
leave twice.
The Leave Twice tour.
Classic. Well, you guys ready for the show tonight? You excited?
I am, man.
suppose, yeah.
I've been very sober, and doing comedy sober is good. You should do that if you can.
Yeah.
If you can manage to do it, it's good, helpful. It's good.
Yeah. I'm
It's
stoked.
good to be able to think when you're on stage.
Being able to think is, listen, I don't do it a lot, but when I do, pretty big fan of
The
it.
amount of times I've been drunk on stage and I start doing bad, and I'm like, fuck, man, I can't pull myself out of this. And then, like, afterwards, you're just mad at yourself, but then you also, like, give yourself an excuse as to why you fucking sucked. If you do bad, you want it to be like, oh, I need to think about why that happened, not like, oh, I was trashed. Like,
Yeah.
that's shitty,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do no help to
Obviously.
myself, but I'm going to do this again. But
Right. Eventually, I'll go into the fucking thing again where I'm drinking and doing everything. But right now, I'm very sober. And I feel very clear headed.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be hilarious if I bomb tonight now because I'm feeling good.
oh, yeah, just
And I
bring
have
you
no
straight
symptoms. It's like,
down.
wow, I just bombed hard for 20 whatever minutes, and yeah, that'd suck.
Yeah.
But I don't think I will. I think it's gonna go good.
I think it
I'm
will
excited.
go good. It will be fun.
You're like, I can only drink on stage, and you have like 7 empties
Yeah.
on
I just
stage.
started shotgunning. Like, fuck these jokes, huh, guys? This is gay. Let's get drunk. I did shock people. We did a show in Brainerd, and like my opening jokes are all about like being. It's like you can't tell like if I'm sober or not. It's like all like playing like misdirection or whatever. And so they all like believed that I was sober. I was drinking water on stage, and then like I was guy from like, hey, give me a shot of that because they had like bottle service. I don't know why they were doing that. And then they're like, whoa, no, they're like, no, man, don't do it. Oh, yeah. And I was like, what's that? He's like, Rumpman's like, absolutely. Get up here. I'm like, let's go, guys. Everyone's like, no,
You're bringing your sobriety.
sober. I'm like, yeah, this show's gone real bad.
I didn't know, like, however shitty of a human being you are, maybe like breaking someone's like 2-year sober streak, like peer pressuring into them, might be like the worst thing you could do to someone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
How can I ruin your life right now?
We were walking out of the brewery junkyard in West Fargo a couple of weeks ago, and Greg, who's sober, was like there with his wife, and we're like, "Greg, you are not sober anymore? You can come hang out with us.
Let's have some drinks, man.
Let's go, buddy.
We're getting a
We're
bag
gonna go
later.
gamble."
Dude, Greg had one of the like my favorite jokes that I've like ever heard. He's like,
He's funny.
he was like,
Yeah.
he's getting done with his set, and he's just like, if you want to find any merch, come find me outside by my car. I don't have like T-shirts or anything, but I do sell some great fentanyl.
Yeah, Greg's funny.
Yeah,
man.
Greg's good.
But what I've noticed, like, because, you know, I've done a few just sober cleanses, you could say. I have zero intention of quitting forever.
No, it rules.
But when you tell people that, I think it's a North Dakota thing. They just assume they're like, you're doing okay. You're doing good,
Right,
buddy.
I
It's
know,
like,
right?
no, I'm just taking a break. Everybody assumes it's all or nothing. I think it's definitely a North Dakota thing.
Yeah, this little break that I've taken now, I like have tried not to tell a lot of people unless I felt it's necessary. You know.
Well, you're telling the
I
8
know I'm
people
telling a
who
lot now,
listen
but by the
to
time they hear
podcast.
it, I'll be fucking
You'll be
hammered. I'll be face down in a goddamn gutter, bleeding from all orifice. You know? Fucking-
I've never heard that pluralized.
I'm not sure if that's even right, to be honest.
It sounds
It sounds
right.
good.
It might be wrong.
I like
5.5 years, man.
It might be wrong. I don't know. I don't even care, to be
So
honest.
the porn collection I have, there's one. It's
What a transition.
it's a.
I'll show you guys
It's
after
a
this
it's an
show.
Office parody, and it's called Orifice Party.
Wait, that like The Office, like the TV show?
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is very
Who's boinking
current.
who in that?
I don't know.
They can't just go Jim and Pam. You need a
It's got to be gay.
yeah. It's just Oscar.
They're
and,
all just fucking Stanley, dude.
yeah. I was saying Stanley was the one that you want to see. He's the,
Stanley's just plowing Kevin.
Yeah, dude.
over a big vat of chili.
Yeah, he spilled chili.
Stanley fucking that's just grumbling. Doesn't even change. He's just still mad. He's like, oh, you guys are fucking idiots. Just getting fucked in the ass. Worst day of my life.
They told me to come in the office today. Didn't have a good time.
I'll be taking PTO for this next year.
I told Human Resources. They just joined in.
Yeah, some cool like cuck stuff.
Depend on Human Resources.
You could get
You
some.
fund.
You big cut guys or what?
Yeah, you guys. These chairs would be very good for.
Yeah.
They have very versatile chairs.
This
here.
is gonna be.
You
It's
can
gonna
really watch your betrothed get banged. in
That's
front
what
of
we
you, you know?
should. Actually, that's the new pod. We just sit here and we watch two people bang.
Oh,
commentate
yeah,
on it.
that's true.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that goes well, but
I
Well,
mean,
we're gonna figure it out.
You get desensitized.
I
at a
was
certain
literally
point.
doing that the few hours leading up to this. I was just watching people bang.
just for a few hours.
yeah.
Put in a.
It's a show day. I like to stay
that
calm, you know.
It does help. It does help. I had to. My girlfriend's Ronald Reagan right now, so I got real trickle down theory there. I had to rub one out. Sad. I don't even jerk off anymore hardly.
You went sober on the J off?
Well, I just get to have.
got a
I just
girlfriend.
have sex every day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it feels weird to jerk off before you have sex, and then
Oh, yeah.
afterwards it feels like what am I doing?
Yeah.
This is so indulgent. Not that I don't have the inkling potentially, but some like I take like some sort of moral stand. I'm like,
Yeah, jacking off after sex. That's where I stand.
That's where I draw the line.
yeah.
what was said in the last 38 minutes, and now you're taking a moral stand, jerking off.
Dude, I feel like I've been an upright citizen this entire time, dude. I wasn't a teacher for obvious reasons. I think I've made a lot of good choices. I'm not drinking.
You are hammering those.
Yeah, this is dude,
Do you want another one?
yes, absolutely. It's like the most compulsive. Everything's just compulsive, you know.
I do drink stuff fast.
Yeah, I'm going.
Dude, it hits different when you're recording like a podcast. When I used to drink a ton on our show,
Yeah.
and I had to quit for it being a terrible product.
I was gonna say the drunk on stage. It goes the same.
Yeah,
Oh,
here
yeah.
as
Like
well.
listen to episode like 36, and I just like don't know my name. at the
Yeah.
end of it. It's just like, blah, big bad.
Yeah, it's,
Macbeth?
that's rough. Yeah, I did a. I did a podcast episode one time, like really hammered. It must have been like a Sunday, like after the Vikings, maybe after like the game after the Vikings.
Were you drinking like tequila out of the bottle or something? I watched that one.
Yeah. So I said a lot of really crazy
It was
stuff.
not great.
Yeah. And so then the next day I wrote an entire list. I listened to the podcast. I made a list of all things I had to apologize to Alan for, and it was like 10 straight minutes. Like, I'm apologize for saying that your Asian sister came over in a shipping crate. Like, it was just everything. I'm like,
Did she?
I was gonna say if it's true, you don't need to apologize.
I was like, I'm sorry for saying that you can't go to Canada because of all the rapes. It's, it's just like it was just a slew. It'd be like, you don't cheat on your wife. I know. I'm sorry. It was really bad.
Like,
but I was like hysterical. Like I listened back, I'm like, I'm having such a good time.
Yeah.
Just in a manic, drunken state, just saying as crazy things as I can. And
You think it's like that went so well. And the next day you're like, what the f?
yeah, do you edit these?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks when you have to be the one to edit it. You know.
Yeah.
Wait, Jordan, what's going on here?
I can edit the video.
well, I can.
Yeah, this audio is it's going straight from us talking into the microphone out into the
I usually edit
internet.
the video for YouTube.
We're live right now.
There's certain things that
That
YouTube
sucks.
does not like, so I usually take
Yeah,
those
most
out.
of what we said.
Yeah, so
you're gonna have to.
So you're actually mindful of that?
There's like 2 words and stuff that
we used them.
Reet.
R.
Reet R. It's like Marco Polo.
Retard.
I think that one's okay, but
Yeah,
That's how you find the Down syndrome kids at the pool. Those are the ones who go and twist their nipples.
I think most of them float.
it just doesn't pay to like go through all the work, and then it's like, oh, sorry, we can't have your podcast.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm probably. But is it like you just get like shadow banned kind of? It's not like they don't take it down,
It's
right?
not really. They won't take it down. We've only taken one video down. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Okay, I'll talk about it. He was a professional, so he's like, yeah, people are like starting to talk to me about it.
That's such a crack of shit.
Like,
Nobody talks about this fucking podcast.
Interesting. You must have felt good though. You're like we
Yeah.
almost canceled a real much.
Dude, it was like 2 years ago, and he asked us to delete the thing because he was like applying for jobs. And it's like, well, good luck getting a job.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have agreed to do a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
That idiot. I'm sorry, he's probably a nice guy. I don't know this guy.
Yeah, it's like, dude, we have a blood oath. That's your blood on
Yeah.
a sheet
Yeah.
of paper.
Yeah, I mean, and there's been people who come on our podcast too, and like I can just tell they're immediately not going to join with me and what I'm doing, and that's fine. They can just sit there. They're not a part of it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
our buddy, you guys know him, but I don't know if I want to say him because I'll implicate
Yeah.
him. He's like, don't say I was on this podcast. I'm like, okay. I'm just like, Blaise, Nathan, me, and some other fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
I didn't think it was that. I don't even think we said something that bad there. He's probably just like, I don't want to be associated with
yeah,
you
it's probably like,
idiots.
this is really not
I thought
funny.
it- well, we called him gay, fat, and retarded.
I did call him a gay fat retard consecutively.
oh, you got it all out in one.
Yeah. I was also, he's a bigger guy, and I was eating mushroom chocolates all weekend, and I was like, hey buddy, I know you like chocolate, just have some. Like wasn't about the drugs. I'm like, buddy, you're watching me eat chocolate. I know you want to have it.
And he's like, no, I don't want none of them. And Josh was like, it's chocolate.
I'm like, look at you, dude. You love chocolate.
You can tell he doesn't like vegetables.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I said.
What's your podcast called?
The Going Hard podcast. It's like pretty well done, I think. Now I've upset my co-host. to
It's
the point
well
where-
done, but it's also done.
Yeah,
Mistake.
Yeah, like so I was doing it kind of on my own, and like he has like a kid and shit, and like I do kind of like openly disrespect him. So like the last podcast, it was like, it'd been like 3 weeks. I was like, hey man, good to see you. He's like, yeah, it was nice, you know, living our life, being respected. But like he was saying like kind of like a joke, but it was definitely like a tone. I was like, oof.
Is he your co-host or just a guy that like you make fun of?
Yeah, I mean, he's like my best friend actually. So like and that's
Sounds
been-
a lot like our
Yeah.
podcast.
That's literally been our friendship forever. But now I think he just like has a family and like a good job. He's like, I don't need to like
What a
just-
loser.
Like I don't
Yeah.
need to have Josh bully me for the rest of my fucking life.
Like, you're out of
you
my
know?
life.
So like the last time I went over there to do the fucking podcast, and he's like, I think I'd rather just watch the debate. I'm like, okay, man. I guess we won't podcast.
Man, that's a real
That's
fucking
so
knife to the
passive
heart.
aggressive.
That's a
No,
turning point.
he's a good guy. I'm not trying to talk shit, but I understand why, and I also just say wild stuff. And he has like a son, and
That's a
I don't
turning
know.
point in your life when you don't want to podcast and watch the debate.
Yeah, it made me really sad.
Let me bring this back to jerking off. It's also when you start doing your own laundry. Is when you start jerking off.
Yes.
You wash your own stiff socks.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Just keep throwing them away.
That's why I have pants specifically for that activity. So
You just jerk off in your pants?
yeah, jerk off pants.
Wait, when you messaged us that earlier, that was like not like a joke. Like you were like, "Hey, bring your jerk off pants." I'm being serious.
yeah, so you don't ruin your other pants.
What? Are these
Please explain
Are
jerk
these
off pants.
sweatpants?
It can be, I mean, whatever kind
Well,
of
what are yours?
sweatpants. Yeah,
Yeah. Just
It'd
getting
be weird if your jerk off pants were like jeans.
yeah.
So wait, don't you take your pants off? Or do you just
No, that's
reaching
what the
inside
jerk
there?
off pants are for.
You just go through the waistband.
Yeah.
Under there?
It's like you're getting an HJ at a 7th grade dance or something.
Nice, dude.
God's
Yeah.
yourself giving.
You were wearing sweatpants the 7th grade day.
You weren't?
I think I did actually. Most of them.
Really?
I didn't own a pair of jeans until I was like 15.
You
Really?
actually have like a suit jacket on top and sweatpants.
And there's a hard dick in
That's the thing. You get bricked up every single time you dance with a girl in grade
bricked
school.
up.
Wearing sweatpants is such a wild move.
Dude, we didn't wear. We had.
I don't know what I wore, guys, and I don't have jerk off pants.
Well,
All
no-
my pants are jerk
I
off.
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I was wondering though.
I
Like,
don't
know.
think I believe you. I think you have jerk off pants.
Well,
If you want
sometimes
me to jerk off my
you-
pants right now? Well,
Are you gonna?
I got time.
Are you gonna retire them and like put them in a glass frame, just in your house? Like, what are those jerk off pants from 09 to 2019?
like a Brett Favre jersey.
Like, those were the real
sign it?
MVPs.
Income. All right.
Yeah, those were the glory years.
It's like you have a mini Hall of Fame that's just jerk off pants.
Yeah.
Pulling a hole through.
Then just a sticky Playboy.
Yeah, they just start to crumble away. What's left of my jerk off pants?
Pretty much. You know, that's why you designate the pants for that, so you don't have to ruin all of your
Right, that's what I was
pants.
saying though. Like I've like been in a relationship with. I mean, like we'll have like there's a sheet, right?
Yeah.
It like sticks between the fucking bed and the wall.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a fucking headboard. What do you? Let's be honest, boys. I'm not a headboard kind of guy.
Do you have a headboard?
No.
Oh, look at this fancy motherfucker.
Yeah, whoa.
Fancy pants.
That's what a business degree at UND gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Headboard.
So I guess things are going well for you.
Yeah, it
Want
must
to
be
rub it in
nice.
some more?
Must be nice to have something to ram your girlfriend's head into. I'll have his fucking sheetrock for that. all right?
Yeah.
In college, I did have a headboard, but the house I was staying in, it was like glued and screwed into the wall.
Glued and
I couldn't get
screwed?
off, so I had to put my bed
Dubstep
right there,
remix.
or it just looked terrible.
Well,
It did look like I had a headboard, which was cool.
I'd rather
That
have
is
that
nice.
though, because it's always funny when it does start banging against the wall. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, do we stop and like maybe adjust this a little bit? You know.
Then what's he
never
say
stop.
to you?
Then he's like, no.
Hey, what's
keep
his
going.
name?
So, hey, keep going.
Didn't make any sense. So this guy that you're fucking then.
That's exactly what I
That's, like
did.
that's a dad joke. Like I had a date today, and every dad's like, "What's his name?"
Yeah, what was his name?
Dude, dad jokes rule. I made the worst.
Like it was you, Dad. Don't you remember?
We
You
were at
old
Ar-
queer.
Yeah,
We
remember
were
you
at
had sex
Arby's
with me?
together.
We retired to the Arby's restroom after a roast beef.
Jordan, before you got here, we were talking about my porn collection, and we were like, Josh is like, yeah, so like there was this like kind of like DVD shop that was behind of Arby's, and like you just described every like porn shop is just always behind.
Yeah,
an Arby's.
there's one in Fargo that's it's behind an Arby's in like a Super 8 parking lot. It's unbelievable, dude. It's like an unmarked, like I don't even remember what it's
I
fucking
forget
called.
what it's called.
It's like you walk in, you're like, is this like a bait shop?
Dude,
like,
I
what
walk-
is this? You know, like
What is this, a
masturbate shop. All right, sorry.
Dude, I walked in there one time when we were in college, and the guy behind the desk was sitting there, had a broken leg, and we'd start talking to him. We're like, "So what happened to you?" And he's like, "Oh man, and I tried to jump on the train as it was going by," and he's like, "Got a hold of it, and then actually." Like grabbed it. So I was riding the train for a little while. Then it got way too fast and I tried to jump off. My foot planted and then it started twisting, just broke both the bones in my leg and freaking just
Good
snapped compound
Christ,
fractures.
dude.
We're like, oh, nice, dude. And we're like, so how do you like working at the porn store? He goes, can do it with a broken leg, man. It rules. And he goes, and I just get to sit here and watch porn all day and drink pop. It's the best. I'm like, you are
Dude,
the dirtiest man I've ever
Yeah,
met.
this is just like a railroad bum.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
I was literally gonna say there's not a lot you can't do with a broken leg? And I was like, there's a shitload you can't do with a broken leg.
Yeah, for example.
I broke my legs quite a few times.
No, that guy definitely owns a harmonica for sure.
Yeah, that's harmonica
That's
type
harmonica
shit.
boy.
Yeah, we should go find that
He's
guy.
got the one that goes around your ears.
Oh,
so you have to hold
he's
it.
got the Bob Dylan gun.
Yeah. My.
So it's a stereotype. You have to have a broken leg to work at a porn shop. Like those traveling carnivals, you have to be missing a
There's
limb
something,
to work.
yeah.
Or it's just like, I'm addicted to meth and smoke cigarettes.
Have you,
Hired.
have you guys ever like thought like I definitely have considered, I still consider it like just wanting to like just becoming a carny like for real, like it's kind of exciting. Like you do just go from town to town and like you do fucking nothing. You don't shower. You don't have to shower. There's no responsibility on you.
That's
you just
what we're doing.
You just sit by floating ducks all day and just like, hey, what's up, baby? That's all you do all day. It's so sick.
You don't even have to take smoke breaks. You just do it in front of the little kids that are getting on.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Like the one that has the zipper and like 4 people die on it a month. Just screws are flying off of it as you're on it.
Dude, I watched a screw fly off of the zipper in Dickinson when they used to set up like in the parking lot.
The whole town of Mott would go to that one.
Dude, they actually usually came to Mott. But I remember specifically.
Wait, there were no fucking rides at the.
Not this year, but every year.
You're just
like,
describing the Enchanted
Mod.
Highway again.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of ride. It's
Yeah.
a spiritual ride.
Dude,
Are you talking about the gay guy in town? That ride?
he usually
what was
gave
his
the
name?
rides.
Blaise.
Dude, but we were at Dickinson and in line for the zipper, and a screw flew out. Like I saw it, like a huge bolt.
That's crazy.
And then we were still in line. The guy just stopped it. Carney takes off his shirt sexually like this, and just climbs up the side with a new bolt, shoves it back in, screws it on. He's
That's all
like,
you need.
"Who's next?" I hopped in that same zipper.
Absolutely.
Question: why did he take his shirt
I don't know. I don't know. That's what was so funny. There
That
was
didn't happen. This is how Blaise
no,
remembers
there
it,
wasn't.
dude. You're fucking gay, dude.
There's a couple. There's
That's
a couple.
actually a plot to one of the gay porns.
Yeah. There's a couple
Carney.
girls we were with, so he was probably trying to impress them.
Oh, you think so?
They were probably his age range that he was just looking at.
Well, everybody knows if you're gonna climb a carnival ride, you take off your shirt.
Yeah, he doesn't want to like get pulled in like one of those lathes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
All of a sudden, the zipper starts while he's like on the side. Whoa, whoa,
That'd be crazy, dude.
Yeah, we were talking about Live Leak earlier before you got here, and like I was like, yeah, for a while I kept watching people jump off buildings.
That
And I
is
was like,
insane.
So you guys talked about all the good things.
Yeah,
before I
well,
got
Josh
here.
and I were talking about falling to our deaths today, too.
Yeah, this has been the shit, but you should have been here earlier.
Yeah.
God, he would have really loved it.
Would you want to go skydiving?
without a parachute, yeah.
I would.
Plummet to my death.
Would you?
I think I
No.
would.
I don't know.
I think
I thought you did go.
I literally got too scared, and my
you
buddies
actually
went, and I
didn't?
didn't.
Oh.
No, and it was my idea
Were
to
you
do
in the
it.
plane and they're like, all right, and you're like,
Nope.
for it?
No, I didn't. I was actually like, we were reading up on it, and it was like you jump out at 19,000 feet. I'm like, okay, whatever. Because we were flying to San Diego that week, and then when we got to 10,000 feet, as I was in the plane to like fly to San Diego, they were like, we're at 10,000 feet. And I looked out the window and I'm like, I got to go 9,000 feet higher than this and then jump out. I'm not doing that. My friends called me a pussy a lot. And I was like, I will talk to these beach bums and drink with them while you go jump out of a plane.
Yeah, I was saying there's like a certain time like male peer pressure is fucking the most difficult thing ever. Someone's like, you're a little fucking bitch, dude. You're like, God damn it. But sometimes you'd be like, yep, I'm a bitch. I'm gay. I suck. Yep. You just gotta just be like, yep, all those things. Absolutely. Still not doing it. Yep.
I give in to peer pressure too.
Dude,
Is it like if you
me
ask
too.
me
Same,
something
all the time.
more than once, I'll be like, fine.
I know.
Dude, it's literally ask me once. You don't. There's never a time that you need to ask me twice, except jumping out of a plane.
Yeah. I mean, there's a line in the sand, and that might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably have someone, I would put on a bulletproof vest and have someone shoot me with it as long as they hit me before I would jump out of a plane.
As long as they hit
As long as they hit me in the
face.
chest.
As
Yeah.
long as they hit me in the head, so I died immediately.
Do you guys have a bulletproof vest and a gun? Because I would love to shoot Blaise. That would be.
I'll
I've
order
been
one
waiting
off
for this.
Temu. They're probably $6. my buddy's like, I went on Temu and I got a drone, 2 pairs of wireless headphones, and a boat cover for $51.
Yeah. And then I went and shot Trump.
Yeah, That is funny that the second Trump shooter, his kid got caught with child porn. They were like,
His kid got caught with child porn?
Yeah, so
he's a kid.
Yeah, the guy who was gonna shoot.
The guy who like camped.
Yeah, the guy who like
was
camped.
on the golf course.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
And then they were like looking. I think that kid. What's funny? I'm mumbling way too much. What's funny is I think the guy's kid was even like, yeah, look through all our stuff to prove that I wasn't going to shoot Trump or something. They're like, we found a bunch of child porn and arrested him.
Oh wait, so that guy had child porn?
No, that guy's son.
Oh,
well, how old's his son though?
Old enough to have child porn.
Is he
there
a
an
child?
age?
No, he's like 20s.
Oh,
Something
okay,
like
all
that.
right, yeah.
But it was funny to be like, yeah, take my stuff.
I thought it was
because-
like a preschooler. It's like, well,
Yeah, it was like, well, he's a child.
He can
you know,
look at
that's-
that. Dude.
Yeah, what?
he can
Fitting,
dabble.
that's the kind of porn he should be looking at. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be weird if he's looking at adults. Dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking perverted.
If you're a 4-year-old, you shouldn't be looking at massive hogs.
Yeah, dude.
the Da Vinci Load.
yeah, I'm super excited to show you guys this porn collection.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to jack off.
I didn't bring these pants for nothing.
I'm going for the edging record tonight.
I do it live on the Dakota stage or
Like,
whatever.
we have a real special opportunity to watch. Thought it was going to be comedy.
Yeah.
Something way better.
World class.
Josh is going to masturbate almost to completion over and over for the next half hour.
What if more people kept funneling in at that point?
Yeah.
We're at capacity. We got 5 hours.
Yeah, eat your heart out, David Blaine. Josh is going to jack off for 17 hours.
Yeah, the show sucked, and then the last guy.
Something
He
I-
was edgy.
You could call him an edgelord.
He was homeless yet entertaining.
Oh boy.
I am excited to tell them though that we're gonna get more and more homeless as the night goes on.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like it's just.
Oh, it does
It's
progress.
actually this
Yeah.
is the
It does progress, yeah.
this is our procedure tonight.
Yeah, by the time Matt's like, please make it stop. And they're like, oh, this fucking guy. Yeah, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, Jordan got a haircut for it's like, Matt, you're gonna get a haircut. It's like, no.
I want to cut my hair, but girlfriend doesn't. She won't let me.
Don't.
She won't let me. I'm a bitch.
Well,
man.
actually, at one of the last shows, it was that Laughing Sun show. I think is when you guys like did
Oh,
that, like,
that
4
fucking-
days or 5 days or whatever
Yeah,
that show.
fucking
yeah.
picture, dude.
It was the last day of your show, and your voice was just shot.
Yeah, and my hair was fucking.
Dude, and you're up on stage, and your hair was just
That was
and
the picture of that is unreal.
the best. And it was 4 days of straight part. Like
Yeah, it was.
maybe slept a collective 12 hours.
Yeah.
Josh yelled about losing at Tech Mobile and then passed out on a couch mat.
I'm getting revenge tonight.
One of the best parts about that show is like you were doing crowd work, and this like 56-year-old lady's like, yeah, I'm on my 4th marriage.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, if that one ends, look me up. She's like, okay, I will. And then you like pause for a little bit, and you're like, wanna fuck?
I totally forgot that. That was good.
At first, I was like, let's get married. But actually, that's just actually just have sex. I don't got that much time, and you don't.
Why do you gotta get married again?
Yeah, that was a crazy. And then she like apologized. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're the only reason I got to laugh tonight. Thank
that
you
was
for
great.
Yeah, that was a tough crowd.
that. Was a rough. That was a rough fucking
wasn't-
show.
yeah.
which was weird because it was like kind of.
That was the one that should have been good, to be honest, because we had like.
I thought it was gonna.
I thought it was going to be the best because we were like, there's no way that we have like 3-4 nights in a row that every show is hot.
Yeah.
And then that one was just like, not.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It's kind of a weird. You guys have done shows at Laughing Sun, I assume.
But they started putting up seats closer to the
Yeah.
stage now. 'Cause
yeah, that was what was weird about it.
There's such a gap.
it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like why is everyone so fucking far away? This feels weird, you
Now
know.
it's really good.
Yeah, well, you'll like Dakota stage tonight because I call it's like intimate but professional because obviously there's all seats facing one direction and it's not just a brewery or a bar where it's like, well, wherever your chair
Yeah,
fits.
wherever you're fucking looking, who cares?
So I'm excited about that.
Cool.
Intimate and
because it's-
professional is how I film my pornos.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
You're going to get on stage tonight and be like, why is everyone looking at me?
yeah,
Breaks halfway through.
yeah. Exactly.
It's actually just me edging.
That's fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, can we come down to the green room? No, everyone's edging right now.
They're actually all jerking off. They're doing a Beatles thing down here.
Edgelord of War.
Matt's stuck in the refrigerator.
Getting stuck in the refrigerator would be so hard.
Gets him going.
Yeah, do you guys have any extra plastic bags?
Yeah, he's in
up
the fucking
here, or-
crisper. Like, how do you even get stuck in a refrigerator? He was,
I thought I saw some cheese back there.
yeah, it was just a leak, and now he's upset and stuck.
Yeah, the old fridge I have out in my garage, there's one drawer that I just haven't opened since I think it's full of like.
That's a badass hole. That's like a fucking like Al Bundy fucking fridge in there, dude.
and it's there's like one drawer that's full of like soy sauce that I've just refused to open. So I don't want it to start smelling.
Dude,
That's gnarly.
look, dude.
Yeah, that's rough, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
You need to.
Somebody
Yeah.
do.
Blaise, what's your podcast? You want to plug that real quick? Or tell
Oh, my
us what you're up
podcast
to?
is called I Woke Up For This. You can catch us live on Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. Or it's usually released the day after. Follow that, I Woke Up For This podcast on Instagram. Then, I Woke Up For This on Spotify, wherever, YouTube.
How are things going with it?
This guy's gonna win a big award.
Oh, yeah, we actually are up for Best Podcast and Radio Show in Fargo. But-
Do you guys have OCD? Is this bothering you?
No,
Are you scared? Are you scared?
it's actually the most sparkling water that has been drank in one episode. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
gave me a
this is good.
zero sugar Baja Blast. That's pretty much sparkling water.
Are you gonna complain? Are you
Yeah.
how fucking ungrateful are you, you piece of shit? And then, hey guys, thanks for having us on, giving us drinks.
yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you? I can't believe.
Josh is the one that has the moral compass. In this
I've been
episode.
I feel like this entire episode
That
has
is
been
true.
me guiding you guys.
I bring
through-
Josh along so that he
through
keeps
moral
me.
dilemmas.
Yeah. We're going to be eating
Draw
pizza
the moral
later.
line at
Yeah.
jerking off before sex.
Just here's our crust for the pizza, Blaise. That's all
Yeah.
you fucking get.
Yeah, that's all you deserve, you fucking rat.
Well, that's what I like, so suck it.
Okay, seriously, I won't jerk off before sex, but I will like have sex with a different girl before sex. I want to make this very clear where
That's
I
worse.
stand, where I stand morally.
No, you need to prime it up.
Need to get primed up.
Yeah.
Dude, nothing better.
You know how football teams play a shitty team to open the year?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like that first girl's like my rice. You
Yeah.
know, it's like
You gotta have your homecoming game.
We got Towson this week.
that's my Sam Houston.
Yeah, next time you guys come on, we could talk sports.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Do you guys do that a lot?
No.
Try not to. This is a
Jordan's like, oh, we
this
will.
is a
huh?
comedy show
We started out as a sports podcast, and then like
in the
after,
middle of a global pandemic.
yeah, and then like 2 months, we're like, Jordan, we haven't talked anything about sports like in a.
There weren't any sports to talk about. That's No Brains, No Headache at its finest. We started a podcast about sports when there were no sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost meta.
The only thing that happened in sports,
It's like, no, we're really fucking retarded, actually.
the only thing that happened in sports on the first week we started was Earl Thomas had a threesome with his own.
But how cool was that, though?
Yeah.
That was one of the weirdest stories ever.
Yeah.
He and his bro, right?
Yeah.
Flipping a girl?
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude. Some people are just able to do that. You guys ever fuck someone like with somebody else?
This coffee shop had a thing called the Eiffel Tower that I went to this morning.
Yeah. So you're like, so yes,
I like how you hear Eiffel Tower and you don't think of the monument.
never,
You're like,
never.
Just wobbly H.
yeah.
Got an English major in the house, so he knows all about letters. But
It sounds like he knows more than me.
There's only 26 of them.
Five
Song.
5.5 years, man. You must not have learned much.
I want you to like go back as like a bit to be like, I'm 45 and I just decided that I'm going to be an English teacher.
Well, that's the only way to get young pussy. So
well, I think that's a good place to stop our
Perfect.
episode. But thank you to Josh and Blaise for
Yeah,
joining
thank
us.
Yeah,
you,
thanks
guys.
for having
This
us,
was
guys.
fun.
It was fun.
Check them out if you're in the Fargo area. Regulars at the Cellar. You got your other open mic Mondays.
Oh, yep. We have an
yeah,
open mic
dive
on Mondays
bar.
at the Dive Bar in West Fargo.
Is that what it's called? The Dive Bar?
it's
Yeah.
called the dive
Okay.
bar.
The Dive Bar West Fargo.
and it's brand new.
Yeah.
It's a brand new bar.
Yeah. If you get,
On the door it says "Home of the Usual." It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
are you
exactly.
What are you
They-
guys doing?
it's ridiculous.
Hey, great place. Don't go there. Check out the mic.
it's fun. Yeah.
Is there like
we
a guy
gotta grow
who's named
that.
Norm who sits at the bar? And
They
they're like,
pay a
"Norm."
guy.
No, it's just like angry West.
It's just the gay guy from Mott.
That was Hettinger.
Oh, okay. I was
Name
way
Blaise.
off.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I'm not letting. There's no gay people in Mountain.
We gotta get out of here.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's our episode this week. Matt, how can our listeners get more involved? No brains, no headache.
Yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. You can find us by just searching No Brains, No Headache. We will come up. We are the first one on there because we are the best. And you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or a rating on Spotify. And if you want to subscribe on YouTube, helps us a lot. So
Up next, 220.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.